Sometimes it feels like these streets hoodwinked us. Like politicians and big media told the world that we lost the plot and we just proved them right. I'd be lying if I told you some days I don't want to pack up my family and take off. Go find a better funded school district and chase a quieter life. Some other days I want to take some tear gas in the face while I yell and cry and scream, "Justice, justice, justice." A kid from small-town Oregon does not know a lot about the world outside the bubble. That was certainly the case with me. But in the year 2000, me and my friends started frequenting this all-ages venue in Portland called the Meow Meow. Amy and I fell in love going to the Meow Meow. We would hold hands and shift our weight modestly while we watched live bands perform our favorite indie music from the double aughts. Portland really endeared itself to us during that time. So much so that in the year 2007, the wide-eyed, naive couple we were, we moved here with no clue how much this city would change us. We had this whole crew of eccentric and disillusioned musicians and artists from back home. Many of us grew up together in church and all migrated to Portland around the same time. But the world really opened up to us here. We found resonance and beauty in otherness in this city. And slowly, almost as if it was in the water, the spirit of Portland began to soak into our skin and change how we saw the world. In retrospect, I think the energies that brought us here are the same energies that fuel this city. We were the storied, unattached, oblivious Portland millennials. We had a lot of fun, but it had a shelf life. Right around the beginning of the pandemic, we all started families. Things shifted. If we did get to gather, instead of joking and laughing about music and the lighter sides of culture, we felt more somber and reflective and would often talk about what it meant to be an American or a Portlander, or the impossible question, what it might mean to leave. You know, I never could have guessed that the city I would come to love would come to see my communities of origin as evil. And I never could have guessed that my communities of origin, who I also love, would come to see my city as evil. I get the irony. In most ways, my life is very idyllic. I think for anyone, it can be difficult to be well with so much scorn and anger in the air. It gives us an opportunity, I guess, to look inward. But this idea that everyone else is evil, it's too simple for me. I just don't buy it. There's no running this time. In every direction, complexity waits. And besides which, as resentful as I may sometimes feel toward my aunt with the chipped nail polish, she is my home. And from beneath her highways, I see graffiti adorning the sides of abandoned buildings in the most kaleidoscopic fashion. And she speaks to me about the symmetry in the chaos, about the precious mess